Live. I'm live. Hi, everyone. Welcome. I have big hopes for this to work out. This is my first time, so I've yet to. I'm like looking at myself stereo, so I've got a couple different venues. Hi, everyone. Welcome, Waves. I'm also trying out live on YouTube today, so it just began. It's experimental, so this is what I'll call a soft opening. I've got a lot of light on right now. I've got wonderful feathers. Feathers help. For some reason, the new format also makes me a little bit insecure. I like to have just make that formal claim that I'm new to this, and I don't mind being new. I think there are a lot of great things about being sort of fresh and new. So whatever mistakes may be coming up, those are sort of great, wide open opportunities for improvement. So here we are. So it looks like it's all set up. We're going. I have, looks like my clock says 2 minutes to start. So get yourself ready, right? Be in your space. Enjoy. In a way. Hey, everyone. Hi. Great to see you. Please enjoy. Please practice safely. Happy Sunday. See you in a sec. It's official. It's time. So what I notice here is it's an interesting thing to have two different locations for eyesight, destination for target. So I look back and forth as I am sort of perceiving and feeling all of those present. Happy Sunday, everyone. Mikee here. If you don't know me. Anyway, so I'm new to live stream. I don't know if this is recorded. I have to figure out what that even means. So if you're missing the class, if you're having a hard time connecting, or if somehow, because this happened on Friday, my feed gets deleted due to copyright music, I believe that soon now we'll be able to just access me freely through YouTube, and so hopefully transitioning into that. What's special about Sunday? Today I've decided that my new focus in motivation is to get a little obsessed on something each day. So obsessed in the way where pick a thing to just kind of go on a little deep dive and see where that takes you. So if that looks like inquiry is for a Google search, asking questions, reading a book, find, learn, and share. So let's kind of stir ourselves up, give ourselves a little zhuzh in the art of surprise and new insights. And here we are. Come to a comfortable tall seat. Close your eyes for a moment. And just taking your moment here also in this soft place that you're breathing. Just to notice the position that you're holding in the space of the room. This morning I took on a couple of little pieces, some morsels of thought. It came from a podcast that I thoroughly enjoy on the media. Bob Garfield was the speaker. Brooke Gladstone is also co-host. They're both two of my most widely respected individuals for bringing news, bringing information, bringing topic, asking good, deep, big questions. The sort of commentary in closing was more of a profession of just emotion, what's happening right now, and an observation. So as I tend to like to tap into sort of the biology of the experience, right? One of our senses that we know of is proprioceptive input, proprioception. It just means feeling where your body is in your space, in the now space. And there's a combination of feeling what your body is experiencing in the now, right? Your position, if you will, where arms and legs, your being, your person. That also feeds into what's going to come next. So we'll call it future, right? A lot of what sort of is intertwined with the joy of life is the hope for future. And this is sort of me riffing off of this great, wild, introspective profession that I witnessed. Is that the us part that we're so longing for, right? Our gatherings, this that we're doing now, is our tether, our hope, our bodies in space, our connection to one another that gives us the excitement for not just what's next, but for our hope for life in the future. So our living experience, not just hours from now, but in the weeks to come, in the months. So there's an extra effort here to keep the spark alive. Not necessarily needing always to sort of push into sort of Zoom and conference calls, FaceTime, whatever that sort of video live is, but to just find our ways in our access to and to sharing, whatever that might be, right? Send a joke, text a video, a picture, draw, paint, share. Sharing is becoming a real, wildly dynamic and also almost a threatening opportunity. How far and how wide can we go with this? And that your hands come together, your heart. We practice yoga as we do, and you know that practicing yoga, the energy that is stirred, right, becomes a projection. So we're projecting out, we're inviting in, we're opening up. Take a gentle bow to your heart. Release your hands, open your eyes. Come to down dog to start. All right, so find your down dog. I will be practicing the whole thing also with you, so I'm just making this extra known. Still finding position on my own mat to be perceived, seen, noticed in the video. So we're all in down dog. Okay. I like to start out my practice just kind of first setting my plank, right? And you'll notice, right, where if you're not using the glutes, if you stay here too long, your neck, your face will drop, and so will the hips. You have to pull them up, activate the glutes, kind of feel those feet hug in, inner thighs, streamline, center, midline, right? Heart soft, but throat open, right? Eyes open, hips lift. You're in down dog. Right, we're very softly just going to take a little journey back. Walk your hands back to your feet, to your toes when you get there. Inhale, lift the chest, open the heart. Right, exhale, drop the head, forward bow. Again, walk your hands forward, back to plank pose. Take this all the way down to the floor and land. Right, knees to the floor, hips go back. Just a brief little tap back into a child's pose. Tap the toes, lift the hips, come back up to plank, back to down dog, and then again, hands to your toes. So journey back to the back of the mat, to your toes, to your legs. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. And exhale, fold. Right here, this forward bow, just for a moment. Just wiggle the knees, the hips, the ankles, just a little sort of pedal in place. A little shimmy, a shift through the knees, through the toes, through the neck, maybe through the eyes where you're looking. Roll the face, look right, look left, look up, look down. Okay, walk your hands back, front of the mat. Pause there, plank pose. Take a big inhale. You're going to exhale to Chaturanga and pause there, right? Find Chaturanga, inhale here, and exhale down to the floor. Lift this one, a low cobra, and then back to a child's pose. Tap back, it's not a long hold, right? Inhale, come back up to plank pose. And exhale back to down dog. And then hands walk back to the feet again, back to the toes to touch. Inhale to a flat back. This time, open the arms, take them out like an airplane. Right, and then exhale, fold. So just starting to wake up some of those deeper muscles, farther, wider. Right, walking the hands forward, back to plank pose. Pause here. Strong glutes, same attention to streamline, to center, to throat open, eyes open. Big inhale. Exhale to Chaturanga, pause in Chaturanga, inhale here. And exhale, stay. Inhale. And then exhale to the floor, right? This inhale, cobra, really feel, notice the hands holding the floor. Lift, lift, it's a high cobra now. Maybe you can press into the tops of the feet, come up to up dog, so thighs off the floor. And then knees touch the floor. Back, all fours, back, child's pose. And then inhale, up, plank. Exhale back, down. Look forward to your hands now. Right, a nice little bend to the knees so you can feel the hips lift up. You feel that springiness that comes from lifting the heels, to taking the breath into the hands, and then a nice light hop, feet to hands. All right, inhale to a flat back, and then exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back again, arms open to the sides, and then sweep your arms to the back behind you. Find your palms, interlace the fingers, lift the wrists, lift the chest forward, and you're gonna bend the knees. So you get this little chair pose here with this big open heart action. Then take the thighs, the heart towards the thighs, the chest, and then fold it. Legs straighten, arms over the head. Okay? And you come up to a flat back. Release the arms, nice, easy. Bend the knees, plant the hands. Push into the arms, into the hands, into the floor. Hop back, plank pose. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, Chaturanga. Pausing here, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. There's 3 of them here. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then this next inhale, slide into your up dog. Right, skipping the child's pose here. Lift through the hips, back to down dog. Right? Knees bend. Little hoppy, little float. Feet to hands. Inhale to flat back. And exhale to fold. Inhale to flat back, arms open wide. Take your hands behind you. Interlace the fingers. There's the chest open. The arms are kind of tucked back into your back, so the shoulder blades. Bend the knees, drop the hips. Keep the hands in the interlaced fingers here. Straighten the legs. Come to stand, lift the chest, and we're going into a little standing back bend here. So stay there and breathe. To adjust my camera. Awesome. Right. So get here, and there's a nice opening across. So you got collarbones, under the chin, down through the heels, let your toes spread. Nice. Inhale, come up. Arms release up to the sky, and then exhale, fold. Right here, bend the knees, left foot's gonna step back. So you step back to a low lunge. Okay? And very gently, you're just gonna straighten through the right leg, fold into it. Bend that right knee, lift the chest, look forward. Take this exhale, right leg goes back, three-legged dog. Then inhale forward, right foot to the floor, plank pose. Exhale to chaturanga, 3 breaths here. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale again, this is the third. A little trembly, and exhale. Inhale, hands stay planted to the floor. Pointer fingers especially, right? Pay attention to that small detail. Staying nice and tethered to your center. Back to down dog. Look to your hands, knees bend, right? Down to the hands, nice and springy. Through the hips, feet forward. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, fold. One more time this way. Inhale, flat back, arms open out, open to an airplane. Then back behind you, interlace the fingers. Keep that collarbones wide open, drop the hips. All right, straighten the legs, lift the chest, come to stand, and then reach across the collarbones, reach over the head and towards the back. See the space behind you. Inhale, up, arms up. Exhale, fold, hands to touch. Whee! Here we go. Right foot steps back. First low lunge. Right, and I go light on the fingertips, so we don't rely too much on the arms right here. Not yet, because we do plenty of other stuff in the arms. Left leg straightens. Fold in. On the inhale, left knee bends. It's low lunge. Sweep back. 3-legged dog. Inhale forward. Plank pose. So I promise I'm not going to perseverate on this 3-breath hold in chaturanga, but we will get into some of those endurance spaces yet. But exhale to chaturanga. Inhaling and exhaling. That was 1. Inhaling and exhaling. That's 2. Inhaling and exhaling. That's 3. Right, inhale here. Great big relief. Just to move out of that space and into this one, right? So back and down dog, right? The anticipation of knowing that that's coming. A good way that we all know that we're doing this together and hoping for the future, which is what comes after chaturanga, right? Walk your hands back to your feet, to your toes. Inhale, lift and lengthen, flat back. And then exhale, fold. Right, again, inhale, flat back, arms open wide. Then sweep them forward. Right, you're gonna bend the knees, sit to chair. Then come to stand, lift the right foot off the floor. So you're standing, arms are up, right foot's off the floor. And then sweep this. Go warrior 3 first. Send the heel back, arms open wide. And then lean even farther forward. Just take your time. So the arms are reaching wide to give you that sense of security for stuff that's around you and for balance. And you're leaning into the length of that standing leg. Okay, take this, back up to stand, right foot to the floor. You're back up lifting. We're going warrior 3, second side. Right? Arms open wide, left like this time. Okay, and we're just taking our precious time to kind of fold down through the heart, wide through the arms, up through that left heel. And so just kind of enjoying, right? Feeling everything that's shifting and changing right here, right? Wow. Come back up to stand. Feet to the floor, arms to the sky, up and reaching, then exhaling and folding. Okay, hands touch the floor, walk them forward, plank pose. Right, getting to plank pose, take a big inhale, exhale to chaturanga, and then inhale, right leg lifts, 3-legged chaturanga. Okay, now straighten the arms, tuck the knee, and place the foot. Right leg straightens, fold into it, and then right knee bends. Look forward, step up, warrior 3. Come up to stand, left knee lifts. Okay, so this has been sort of the practice of the week, left knee, wide left. You're gonna take that left leg behind you and over to your right, behind over to the right, and then right knee bends. So you're lowering. You're gonna let that left foot touch over to your right. Right arm reaching to your left. Okay, now you're gonna take that right elbow and your left knee to touch, and then you're gonna tuck left leg straight forward, let your butt come to the floor so you end up sitting, left leg out in front of you, right knee bent, and now deep twist over that right knee. So it's just a seated twist right here. We landed here with the precision and strength of our standing leg. And you can always use blocks. You can use the wall if you're holding onto it, unless you freshly painted yours like mine, right? Or your hands to catch yourself, right? So we build up the endurance to lower ourselves into that soft way where we use mostly the leg strength, but we'll get into that, right? Come back through the middle, right here. Lean into that right foot, lift the butt. So I'm pressing my hands to the floor, right? Hands, fingers, strong right leg, right? So I can choose how far forward, how far back I go. You're gonna go forward into that right thigh, back into that left knee, and back up to warrior three. So it can be a little clumsy. It's the beginning and your mat's definitely get in the way there. It's not a perfect science. Come to stand, arms to the sky, reaching. Take a nice deep forward bow. Yay, inhale to a flat back. You can see how the second side goes. Bend the knees, plant the hands, find the floor. Lean into the hands, and your choice here is to jump back to Chaturanga, but think Chaturanga and skip plank, right? If you're going plank first, think plank first, then Chaturanga. So the arms have to prepare, right? Leaning into the hands. I like to go Chaturanga first to get a little more buoyancy, to bend the elbows. So when the feet go back, you're already there and set in the shoulders, the face. Go up dog, whoo, and back to down dog. All right, walk your hands again back to the toes. So we're going to use a lot of this forward and back today. And you're probably not surprised if you know me already. Inhale to a flat back. All right, sweep the arms out wide. Take them forward to the front. Drop the hips, deep chair. All right, come up to stand. Reach to the sky. All right, coming forward, right leg lifts, warrior three. As you go through warrior three, arms are going to sweep back behind you, interlace the fingers, and then dive again down towards that left thigh. So right heel is lifting, heart is folding. And we're challenging this, right? So it's a shoulder stretch. It's a balance pose. It's hamstrings. It's core, right? It's heart, it's eyes, it's energy too. Come up to stand. Still with the fingers interlaced, feet meet, and then you go for that standing back bend we started with before. Right on your inhale, you come up, release the arms. Whoo! Warrior three here first, arms out to the sides. Your left leg is lifting, or your other leg. Hope that worked for you. Sweep the hands back again. When you interlace the fingers, let the other thumb be on top. All right, so it's your non-automatic, non-dominant. And then same idea, forward bowing. Lifted leg lifting. And arms are also reaching forward over the head, right? So careful not to put too much in the back of the neck, so eyes towards your ankle. And come back up to stand, nice and sweet, precious, feet meet, standing back bend, braced arms, open heart. Yeah. Strong glutes too. Right? Inhale up. Whew. Arms up. Fold on the length of the exhale. That's your pace and time. Yay. Forward bowing. Hands walk forward. Plank pose. Super sweet. Exhale, Chaturanga. Left leg lifts. So it's three-legged Chaturanga. Right? Straighten the arms. Tuck the knee. And place the foot. Okay? Left leg straightened. So from one side to the next, you may need to compensate or make some exceptions, or you find sort of little hacks and ways to kind of get your long legs in front of your mat, however that works. Right? Work with the core, work with fingertips. I tend to like to come off the wrists. It's helpful. Left knee bends, right? Look forward. Lean into that left foot, come up. Warrior three. Back comes to stand. Right knee lifting. And right knee opens wide to the right. Stay there. I'm just going to face the camera just in case the sort of the precision and the shape of this has like sort of a funny sort of sound to the rights and the lefts, right? So you're starting from here. And then you're taking as you almost like you're leaning into warrior three. That knee is bent. It's staying bent on that right leg. It's wrapping around behind your standing leg, over to the opposite side, right? Your standing leg, the knee is bent and you go low. Your right hand goes right, your right leg straightens over to your left. Left arm picks up over to your right. Right, so trust your rights and lefts. I know that I'm not using a mirroring language, so there'll be sort of some ways of describing this in your own body when you hear that information. So is this right? Is this the same as the other side? Am I doing the other side? Right, top arm is your left arm. That straight leg is your right knee. Bring that knee and elbow to tuck. So tuck underneath you, very strong, very precise. That right leg goes out in front. Your back goes to the floor. So does that right heel. And you follow that next exhale over your left knee. Go long into that twist, that turn to the adjustments. It's a very sort of freeing experience as long as your vertebrae is stacked, right? From the sit bones, top of the head, include sort of how you glide and turn the face, and that's straining the neck. Don't strain in the breath, right? So yes, the breath is a little bit compromised at this moment, but it doesn't mean that it's sort of wrecked, right? So you're still able to breathe freely. Okie dokie. We're gonna come back to the front. Fingertips or blocks, however you're holding the floor. Heel pressing the floor, lower abdomen too, right? Push in, lean into that left thigh, into the left toes, come up, pull that right knee in, spread it out. It's warrior 3. Just stand. Right, feet meet, hearts to the sky. Super sweet, forward bow. A lot of dynamic shifting and moving through hips, through glutes, through your center of gravity. Pretty fun. Notice that, feel that, right? Your energy, your heat's up and your forward bow. Okay. Inhale, yay, flat back. Exhale, knees bend. Hands plant, shift into the arms, right? Easy in the back of the neck, up through the feet. Place yourself chaturanga, right? Loud floorboards, chest up, heart up, open. Meet back, down dog. One last time on the journey to sort of do this back of the mat work, right? Back to the toes. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, hold. Woo. Feeling it, okay? Inhale halfway up, flat back. Arms open wide, airplane pose. Right, sit, chair pose, Utkatasana. No big deal, right here. Take a twist to the right, left elbow hooks outside of me. Right, clear some space, let that right arm go up. Right, noticing both knees are balanced. That elbow where it meets that right knee is not sort of jamming your left shoulder into your ear or your neck. You have to push it down and back, and then sweep your heart over to the right that you're facing. Okay? Right arm is going to pull you all the way up to stand. When you get up, left knee lifts. This one, left arm is going to come down. Hold the left shin or foot or toes. Right, we're going into a Chaturanga. Follow. Right, left knee is back, lifting up to the toes. Heart sinking. Right, shoulder is still lifting, even though you're folding, folding, folding. This is going to go down to an Ardha Chapasana. So right hand, fingertips touch wrist underneath the shoulder, and then open your hip. Right, press it open, feeling that openness. Right, left hip stacking the top of the right. Awesome. And then lower it back down. Pull that knee in towards your face. So it's almost like you're coming up to a little flamingo pose to lift it up. Come up to stand, and then right leg lowers you down. You're back in chair pose. We'll take this twist to the left, right elbow hook. Yay, left hip is sinking down, right? It's gonna wanna hike up into your rib. So you have to choose that space to stay open. Lots of things you have to choose if you want it to be open. It's not always automatic, right? As we now know, I can use that as a message metaphor for a lot of things right now in business, right? Knees are balanced, heels to feather out of the face, right? Awesome. Left arm is going to pull you up to stand, right? So it pulls up from the ground to the heels, up to the stand, right knee lifts, or other foot, however you're measuring this, right? Right hand, chin, you can go closer to the knee, that's way deeper, a little bit more challenging, closer to the ankle, sort of moderate, medium. and towards the toes, just a little bit easier to kind of access, right? The foot being more flexible, right? Coming forward. This is a hamstring stretch, but also if your balance is a little funny, you can bend that left standing leg, right? Right, so you're leading through the heart, and then you're finding, right? Your eyes spot, you touch, lightly land, but not putting all your weight into that arm, right? So staying very, very breathy and light as you expand and explore, experiment, right? With this shape, this experience. Okay, so it's Ardha Chakrasana. Left knee can bend, help you kind of come back to your center of gravity. Pull back into the knee, lift that knee up with you. Yay, you come up to stand, arms up. Left leg brings you back down to the floor. Both hands down to the mat and legs straight. So take a couple of moments to kind of notice how your hamstrings warm up, and it's really comes in like a nice invitation to start doing a little bit more, right? Bend the knees, sit, hands are still touching the floor. Then straighten, hug your abdominal muscles into your thighs. Again, bend the knees, chest, back. And one more time, staying close to the thighs. Straighten them and hug it. Sweet. Hands walk forward, front of the mat. Plank pose. Take a big inhale. I know it's talking and doing quite a thing. Chaturanga to up dog. Right? Pause here. All right, just making sure chest is open, heart, right? Shoulders back. Back to Chaturanga, right leg lifts. Right? Straighten the arms, tuck the knee. You're gonna take that right leg, shoot it over to your left. Little straight arm, straight leg, left arm's up. Take it back, left hand to the floor, right knee tucks. Three-legged dog. Okay, let's take this to a little more of an opening here. So over that left shoulder without tucking that left hip into the shoulder. Press that left hip back, lift that left heel, but open that right hip. Okay? Pull the knee forward. Closing it up. Step the foot between your hands. Straighten that right leg. Fold into it. Right? Not compromising that left ankle. Stay nice and easy and breezy in the back foot as you fold closer towards your right ankle over the front leg. And then right knee is going to bend. Left knee is going to bend. And both arms come up for an Anjaneyasana, right? So Anjaneyasana can be so clear, hips to hands, straight up and down, right? If you want to, and that right knee leans a little bit more forward, not leaving and going any further than the midfoot, right? Staying on top of the ankle is fine also. Tailbone scoops, heart lifts, back bend. Okay, and then here, come up. Left hand is going to go over to your left. Right foot grounded. It's like a little bit of a hip opener, and then right arm is going to reach over to your left. Okay, so you're exploring your balance here and your ability to really sink. So I'm just shifting so you can see that your left elbow might even bend. It might go to the floor, and you might see that you can really open the hip from the stretch of your arm. Right? You can lift the eyes. Whew. First, that bottom elbow comes up to get you back to center, to your right leg. Left knee lifts. You're back in lunge pose. Come up. You're in warrior 3. Come all the way up to stand. Left knee lifts. Whee! Lots of hip openers this week. Left knee open wide left. This is that crossover. So as you start to float, standing, sturdy, playful, standing leg, firm, grounded. Left knee goes back behind you to the right, wrapping around to the back of the leg, over to the right. Here's that reach, right hand to the left. It's like a little supported Vashisthasana. And you're even gonna drop the hip and let the right hand reach towards your left heel. It's kind of cute, right? Pick the hip back up, reach the arm, elbow and knee tuck, left leg thread through front. This time when the butt comes to the floor, lift the right leg. And right here, you're in a high boat Navasana, right? Shoulders roll back and down, hearts up. There's some strong strength in quads, in backs of the legs. You could hold the legs. You can be free with the arms, giving it a little challenge. And let's go low boat. And then arms over the head, roll slightly to your left. So you have this little concave little creation there in the front anterior part of the body. You're on the sort of left outer butt cheek, not necessarily entirely on your side, right? Back to the middle, come up, high out. Right, happier, stronger low belly, down, low boat. As your arms sweep over the head, roll to your right now, same idea. Squeeze the glutes, you can see a little bit more of your toes, your pedicure. You can feel and see and notice your core, your abdominal muscles look good. Back to the middle, up, there you go. Right here, right knee bends. Here you go. Lean into that right foot, right? So we're up, off the butt, into that right leg, and then gently spread this out into warrior three. This also is going to come up, left knee lifts. Left knee is going to go wide left, so you're going to place your left ankle right above your right knee. Flex that left foot, and you're going to sit this one into your left hip. Right, so the left hip is going to want to also pick up to make this easier for you. It's your suggested welcome to drop the hip down a little bit, right? So get the hips to be nice and even. Okay, right here, hands coming down, still in the shape of the legs, right? Maybe your hands go knee and heel, right? And just kind of holding and getting closer to that little diamond shape, that triangle between the legs. Triangle, right? And then maybe hands can touch the floor or blocks, right? Fingertips. Check in with the neck. Possibly here, you could bend that standing leg knee and feel your shin press into your triceps a little bit more. And that's a fine stopping place, right? So this might really bring some intensity in, right into sort of those deep hamstrings, right up into the glute space that feeds down the legs. Right, I went running today. This is like, would have been great if I did it right after running. But feeling it now after everything's sort of cooled and settled down, well, that's okay. Right here, if you want to plant the hands, start to chaturanga the arms, and you might get that right heel to lift. Right? You might even send that right leg back. You touch that right foot to the floor and step to release that left foot back to down dog. No big whoop. Inhale the plank. Exhale the chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Oi, oi, oi. This is going back to chaturanga. Left leg lifts. Left knee tucks in. As you pull this in, right heel goes to the left. Left leg is going over to the right. Not touching the floor, but it could if you needed to. Right arm up to the sky. Okay, right hand to the floor, left knee tucks. And left leg goes back. So right here, again, just free to explore this, right? So let this little sort of slower moment be the introspective you that you sort of know and love, right? Where things explore and expand and open up and show up. And then you start thinking, right? Sweeter thoughts, enjoying your friends, your family, appreciating life and death, all the things coming and going, right? All right, square it off, hold the knee forward, blah, blah, blah. Left foot steps between the hands, right? Left knee, left leg straight first to start. Those pyramid toes. Okay. One of the biggest sort of things, areas of concern to watch out for when doing these kind of power practices is squeezing too much of your shoulders up into your neck. So just remembering right here that that's not necessary, right? We're not using that right here. So you can release, and there's a great amount of energy you conserve by doing so. Okay, both knees are bending. Right knee to the floor. I like to go to the top of the foot. If it's comfortable, great. If it's not, tuck the toes, whichever gives you more balance, right? Arms up. So you first kind of check in, get your streamline. Tailbone tucks. So when the tailbone's tucking, and we say this often, but like why, right? Keeping you from collapsing into your lumbar spine. We will arch there, but we're just not going to only go there, right? So we get it, we solidify it, we strengthen it with the pelvis balance, and then you can play with it with the shoulders, with the arms, the heart. Okay, this one is going right hand, right arm over to the right. I'm just going to turn so you also see it like before. right? First the hand touch, so our hips stay with us. We're not taking the whole thing over into the hand. So that left hip stays widening to the left, your left knee might tip out to the left. Left arm is reaching to your right, right? And you could even just bend your right elbow a little, right? A little, but maybe you have a lot. Maybe there's some space, right? It lands, still you're concentrating, keeping the hips over to your left, and feeling the reach of that left arm, the lift of the chin, lift towards your left hand, top arm. Whew. Right, bottom elbow comes up first. Awesome, and crawl yourself back to your left leg into that little low lunge space. Right knee lifts. Phew. And we come up. Warrior 3 first. And then up to stand. Right knee lifts. Right, this is the last side. The last side, right knee goes wide right. Left knee starts to bend. We're sinking. We're sweeping behind the leg over to the left. The foot lands. Precision. Right hand long to the right. Left arm reaching. So there's a lot of reaching. Right hip is dropping. Left knee stays right on top of left heel. So it looks a lot like a little sort of a slinky version of a grasshopper pose. Left arm's reaching to that right heel. And pick it back up. That pickup is like a wind up to reach. Right leg lifts, elbow and knee tuck. And then right leg forward, booty, boop, boop, to the floor. Both legs up. High boat. Yay, and so feeling what high boat gives you. Like, I'm a super big fan of high boat. So the more you take my class, maybe the more you love me for it or you hate me because of it. Either way, we still benefit. So this is one of those divine paradoxes, right? Love it or hate it, it's still going to like you, right? It's still going to benefit you. So it's not working against you, so don't do the same to it. Arms over the head. Right, let's go roll to the left again. Right, you're not entirely landing. My feet are still off the floor, and I'm attempting to be that way in my elbows. Right here, we're gonna go right elbow, right knee touch. Ooh, a little different challenge. And then, this is funny, to left elbow, left knee touch. Oh, it's so wobbly. Then go right arm, right leg reach. Awesome. Left arm, left leg reach. So you're still on that little left glute, sort of that little side tip, and then come back to the middle. All right, come up. High boat. All right, and this gives you a chance to recalibrate, right? And if your clothes get sort of pinched or tucked somewhere, you can kind of fix it, and that was included. All right, with precision, nice smooth exhale, low boat, arms over the head. Roll to the right, it's good, right? Top arm, left elbow, left knee, tuck them. Right elbow, right knee, tuck them. You make little Om fingers, right? Reach your arms and legs, yay. Back to the middle and up. Okay, now we have left knee bend, left foot to the floor. Lean shift into the left foot, come up, spread it out. Warrior 3. Up to stand, right knee lift. And right knee wide right. So there's this shape again. Right ankle right above your left knee, right? And try to resist the hip switching, right? The left hip wants to drop to the left and the right hip wants to drop toward the floor. So it's kind of like up from the right butt, down from the left hip. And then hips both, now that they're balanced, right? Go back, 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 back behind you, arms reaching, okay? And this one is like, it's your pigeon pose, right? It's your opportunity not to put pressure and weight and floor into your right knee and kind of sort of distribute energy and weight, strength, and really just kind of go into the meat and the juices of the practice right here, which are all booty, right? Booty and hips and femur bone, right? Upper leg bone, and that also contributes to knees and ankles and whatnot, right? Okay, so if your hands have come down, great. Ankle and knee, possibly, right? Perhaps floor, right? So that arm balance is there for you. If you want to hold that knee, and just kind of like let it press into your right upper arm and just kind of feel the hip plug in deeper. Nice, right? The right foot, the toes are lifting, grabbing onto the tricep, that left upper arm, wherever it's holding. right? If you're practicing it, great and fine. You might just lean into the hands slightly to lift the left foot, left leg. Ooh. Might just slide off your arm if you're sweaty. Step it back, left foot, then right foot, down dog. Yay, inhale the plank pose. Right, nice, smooth. Exhale the Chaturanga. Great and strong one, right? You feel like you could do 10 breaths right here. Up dog to child's pose, right? Hips back. Just take that little moment. I know this is a 45-minute class, so I haven't offered a lot of these little pauses. We're clearing to the end. That's cool. Here you are. You're in child's pose. A couple more breaths here. Just kind of let your bones note and notice, right, that vibration that's coming through. Right? Super sweet plays, tucking the tailbone, feeling the nurturing quality of the breath, feeling, just enjoying that your mat is here with you, for you. I'm sure you're using your mat well. Okay, as you lift your chin, you come up, and we're back. And we're in all fours for a moment right here. Okay, just cross your ankles here so that you can bring your feet, hands back, untuck your legs, take them out in front of you. Okay, so this is gonna sort of wrap us up to our center. Let's switch sides so this translates a little bit more. Okay, heels pull in, a little cannonball tuck, and so your face can go there too. I'm gonna let that cannonball unravel into our low boat. Right, easy neck. Right, elbows and knees touch. So this is similar to what you were doing on your side. Right, you're gonna straighten the right leg and the right arm, and you're gonna slightly roll over to your right. Ooh, squeeze the glutes, bring it back at the same time, pull the elbow and knee in. Same idea, left arm, left leg go long, and then tip it to your left, right? So it's a slight tip, we'll call it like a third of the way. Maybe it's a half of the way, it's more like a third. So it's not sort of so entirely that you're just facing that wall, like face front, hips front, right? And they come back together in the center. And now the challenge here, we're going to the right again, both arms and legs at the same time. We're gonna unravel from this to reach as you go over to the right. That's kind of cute and fun, right? And then also bring them together as they come back. So it's without control and not momentum, right? So you're letting your choices affect your movement rather than just letting the external world just kind of dictate how quickly and where you go, right? So you have choices, right? Both arms and legs reaching, go left. Whoa, it's wobbly, it's great. It's not precise science. Come back, nice and controlled, in. Awesome. And then right in the center, out. Awesome. One more time, elbows and knees touch. This one's going to full wheel pose or bridge pose. Heels down, hands over your shoulders. That's set up for wheel. If you're going bridge, arms are by your sides, right? So hips will lift, right? If you're choosing bridge, tuck your shoulders underneath you, right? Clear the neck first. So always making sure that your vertebrae and your channel of your sensory, right? All your nerves are all clear and not compressed, right? If you're going hands over the shoulders, right? Press into the floor, come up to the top of the head, making sure that your hands are in a safe place, right? Feet are still parallel to each other, and you're just kind of exploring what it means to go up and out, right? So maybe adjusting the feet. Take a couple moments. For my full wheel friends, and offer a little 3-part push-up. And the elbows touch the top of the head to the floor, not plop, not forcing, right? And then straighten the arms, open the collarbones more. Right, again, bend the elbows, tap down, straighten the arms, open up. One more time. Bend the elbows, tap down, open up, more chest. Awesome. And then chin to chest to lower down, land shoulders, land hips, and then knees fall right. Pause there. Arms open wide. It's all good, right? Switch. Knees go left. Super sweet, right? Like you get that feeling. That space, I think this is a generous feel of that inner rotation of that right femur bone, which is super nice and not a very, very huge place for range of motion, but felt from everything that comes behind it, right? Knees back through center. Soles of the feet together, knees wide. Right? Just wobble the hips a little bit. So it's Supta Baddha Konasana, little butterfly legs, but you're just giving yourself a little wobble. Right? Just kind of feeling the freedom of being in this space. Let your eyes close, slow down the wobble. And we're going to just take a few breaths here, this little moment. We call it Shavasana, right? But really what this is just sort of your time to appreciate what comes up, right? Where are we diving in? What happened? Big, clear inhales, and nice, smooth exhales. Wide open through the heart and deep down to the soul. Energy going in, energy going out. Allow the knees to come back together. Let the legs go long, your arms can reach up over the head, so feel that space. Take a gentle roll to your right side, so with control, nice and ease. Take your time if you're ready for it. Press up to come to your seat. Okay, get to your seat, you're there. And if it's okay, put your eyes still here. Your hands come together. So, wherever this recording goes, for however long it lasts, 24 hours or more, to whatever is transpired in this little 45 minutes that we had, right? We're alive, we're here, we're in action, and even if you're doing this later in the day, it's not any less potent, there's any less connection. We're increasing our connections, finding our timing, finding our rhythm, finding our pace, finding our hearts, and also through that with each other's help, finding our future. Bow gently to yourself, to your heart. Namaste. Okay. Coming. Thanks to everyone in all formats and every way that you can be available, that you can show up, even if it's just to pop in to wave. Thank you so much. Love you all. Peace. Stay sweet. Talk soon. You guys are great.